All right, welcome everybody as we are at Concordia, Omaha, and getting ready for the Jubilee. It is the Mustangs taking on the Warriors of Wahoo, starting off with the girls. The Warriors starting off and going around the point, coming in by getting stripped. We're getting things set up here really quick as we have a lot going on tonight. It's going to be a little different. So on the outside, almost getting stripped now is the ground and getting up but traveling. So that was Aaliyah Beck with the travel. Turnover to the Warriors. Warriors heading off to the outside and then sending it out of bounds. Warriors on the far side. They're going to be inbounding. Comes in to Elena Ellis. Comes across to the near side. Out to the point. All the way around to the far side. Trying to come back in. Staying on the outside. On the far side. Picks up the ball out to the far side. Trying to find their way in. And the Warriors throw it away. Addison Hancock not able to hold on to that. So inbounding it for the Mustangs. Gets sent across the midway point and throws it into the middle, trying to pass it to Emerson Spurgeon, but not able to maintain control of that. So it goes out of bounds, but off of the Warriors. Elliot Beck inbounding it. Sends it right into the middle. Connects with Grace Samuelson for two. Warriors not wasting any time getting it across the center point line. Warriors not able to control it, so it comes back over and becomes Mustang ball. Mustangs get to inbound it. Gets sent in to the far side, and that is Emerson Spurgeon. Hands it off to Charis Hughes. Charis Hughes comes around, back over to Grace Samuelson. Now back to Ava Lichtenberger. Charis Hughes trying to come in and goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Warriors. Warriors taking it down the court. Aaron to Claire Emerson. Claire Emerson looking, but gets stolen by Charis Hughes, but stolen back by Galladay, who goes up for the layup and is able to get it in for two for the Warriors. And pass it over to the far side. Stolen by the Mustangs. Hold up on the midpoint line. Passes it over all the way to the far side and goes out of bounds off of Grace Samuelson. So it's actually a foul off of 22. That is Nevaeh Madner. Inbounding the Mustangs on the far side. Send it to the top. Almost get picked off by the Warriors. Gets it to the near side and lay it back out to the outside. Grace Samuelson looking to move in. Hands it back out to Emerson Spurgeon's. Back trying to pass it in. Gets it over to Nevaeh Madler, who sends it to Addison Hancock, gets it across the center point line. tied at 2 in the first quarter. Layup does not go in. A rebound by Karen Eddy sends it forward to Olivia Wesley. I'm sorry, that's Allie Beck. On the outside, Emerson Spurgeon tries to send it in. Picked off by Nevaeh Madner. Brings it over to Addison Hancock. Addison Hancock taken to the far side to Gretchen Segren. Back out to Nevaeh Madner. Inside with Claire Emerson trying to get back out and to the outside for a three-point shot and not able to get it in, but able to rebound it. That was Gretchen Segren. Gets it back over. Open look for Claire Emerson goes in and gets fouled, but doesn't go in. So she's going to go back for a free throw. First team foul for the Mustangs, and at the free throw line is Claire Emerson. First one is up and in and out.
And checking in for the Warriors, number 1, Grayson Fairbanks, and return for the Mustangs, number 25, Karis Hughes. Also in for the Mustangs, number 45, Alan Seward.
Here comes the second shot, free throw line. It's up and bounces out. Rebounded by Grace Samuelson. Drop back to Karis Hughes, who takes it across the line. Sets up the offense, sends it in underneath the basket, back out, and with a shot, bounces out of the rim and rebounded by the Warriors. Warriors get it over to Addison Hancock, gets across the line to the near side, trying to charge in, gets it across, and with a layup and a foul. But it goes in and out. So Karen Eddy attempting to get that shot, but going out for second team foul for the Mustangs. 3:26 left in the quarter. First shot comes in, bounces, and then comes out. Second free throw. It's up on the way, and it goes off to the side and goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Mustangs. Going back to send it in is Lena Ellis for the full court press for the Warriors. Tied at 2. Lena Ellis trying to find her way across the center line and loses it, but tries to pass it forward, and we have a jump ball. And the possession goes over to the Mustangs. So that brings us to a timeout. We want to be able to take a moment here.
Yeah, but I'm not able to. One moment.
We got a son that's watching normally.
Welcome back as we are getting ready for the throw-in for the Mustangs on the far side. Trying to get it across. Full court press for the Warriors. Able to get forward, and Mustangs to get it across the center point line. Trying to dive in. Passes out to the three-point line. The shot is up and bounces out from turnover over to the Warriors. The Warriors with a big throw, but not able to get it past Grace Samuelson, but Warriors do come in and take it away as Aaron Galladay was able to strip that out, send it in underneath to Gretchen Segren. Goes up and gets fouled. So that's the third foul for the Mustangs. Gretchen Segren at the line, and the first one is up and bounces out. Tied at 2 with 2:48 left in the first quarter. So this is a Jubilee game to what's going on, and so I think we're going to have 2 quarters for the girls, and then they're going to play a half, I believe is the format for the Jubilee. Segren with a second free throw attempt, and that is up and in and good. So Warriors now ahead by 1 point. Mustangs send it out to Cheris Hughes. Comes around the near side and battling and not finally able to get it, but not able to get it across the center line in time. So turnover to the Warriors. The Warriors are sending Olivia Wesley out, and that gets sent in, but a pass is taken over by Eliza Seacrest. Turnover to the Mustangs, and then immediately fouled. Beck looking to send the ball in. Comes out to Cheris Hughes. Cheris Hughes looking to get it across the center line, able to get it across in time. Sends to the near side. Seacrest passes it out, and Emerson Surgeon loses control. Goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Warriors. 3-2 first quarter. 2:17 left in the first quarter. Warriors are taking it across the center line. Aaron Galladay with control of the rock. Pass to the far side to the top of the key. And tries to get it in underneath the basket. And with a layup, not able to get in, but a rebound by Karen Eddy. But back over to the Mustangs. The Mustangs get it across the center point line and passes over to Eliza Seacrest. Back out to the far side. In underneath the hoop and tried to send it in, but fouled. Cheris Hughes able to go to take to first one. First one's up and good. Getting ready for the second free throw. It's up. Bounces out. Through a few hands. The Warriors take control. Addison Hancock gets it across center line. Addison Hancock with a three-point shot, and it is good. Driving all the way in, and that was Cheris Hughes trying to drive into the hoop, and goes off of a Warrior out of bounds. Maintains coverage for the Mustangs. 3-6 with 1:10 left in the first quarter. Trying to send it in, gets it over to Ellie Domsch. Back over the top of the key into the near side, and gets hit by a Warrior out of bounds. Still a Mustang ball. 1:01 left in the first quarter. Warriors ahead 6-3. Leah Beck looking to send it in. Sends it out to the top of the key to Cheris Hughes. Cheris Hughes looking to sends it over to Ellie Domsch. All the way across, trying to get into the middle, and gets tapped out by the Warriors, but recovered by the Mustangs, and stepping back and getting 3 points, Leah Beck. Ties it up at 6. Warriors take a shot, but rebounded by the Mustangs. Gets it back over to Aaliyah Beck. Wrapping around to the far side. Picks up, and the shot is missed in the hoop, but rebounded by the Warriors. Warriors on the attack on the far side. And it gets tapped out of bounds by a Mustang. Maintains possession for the Warriors. Gracie Fairbanks looking to inbound it for the Warriors. Gets it out to Aaron Galladay. Aaron Galladay at the top of the key. Goes back to the far side, back over to Beck. Beck sends it all the way to the near side. Claire Emerson with a three-point shot, bounces up and out, rebounded by Gretchen Segren and tries to go up and gets fouled. So Gretchen Segren goes for 2 shots, free throws. Tied at 6. First shot is up and bounces off the rim. So stays tied 6-6 with 0.5 seconds left of the first quarter. Second shot is up and good. So the Warriors now with a 1-point lead. And that is the first quarter. So 1 quarter in, it is the Jubilee game. The Wahoo Warriors coming to visit the Mustangs. The Warriors lead 7-6. Both teams had 3 fouls in that. And taking a look at the points for each team. So for Concordia, the leading scorer is Alea Beck with 3 points. Then Grace Samuelson has 2, and then Alea Beck has 1 point. Now for the Warriors, leading the way is Addison Hancock with 3 points. Aaron Galladay has 2 points, and then Gretchen Segren also with 2 points. That brings us the 7-5 end of that first. And it looks like they're resetting the scoreboard, and we'll be doing the same right here.
All right, everyone. Since this is preseason game.
So this is a preseason game, and it is the Jubilee game.
Team fouls, 0.
So we get to start over with 8 minutes on the clock. So the second period, but no score on the board. So they're really not keeping the score. So I'll do the best I can with keeping the score for you. But so we'll be starting off with the Mustangs inbounding it. Sorry, we don't have the full crew here today. Normally we don't video the Jubilees, but this year we decided to do something new and unique. Top of the key, sending it to the far side. Mustangs driving to the baseline and back out to the top of the key, wrap around to the near side. Able to get rid of the rock before travel was called on that one. Back out to Aaliyah Beck. Aaliyah Beck sends it in to Grace Samuelson. Back out, but then snagged by the Warriors. Warriors on the far side. Mecca Cool, I believe, brought that across the center line to the near side. Warriors bring it around to the top of the key to Aaron Galladay. Back into the middle, but back out to the far side. And with a three-point shot, Addison Hancock being able to bring that one in. Mustangs now on the move. Sending it to the far side of the key. Ava Lichtenberger sends it into the middle to Emerson Spurgeon. Not able to get that up and retrieved by the Warriors to send it forward to Michaela Kenning. Sends it back out to Addison Hancock. Bounces out, but rebounded by the Warriors. Send it back, but stolen by Aaron Galladay. Trying to chase it out of bounds, but the Warriors take it out of bounds. Turnover to the Mustangs. Alea Beck and Cheris Hughes inbound it. Full court press over to Cheris Hughes, sends it all the way forward and tries to pass it to Ava Lichtenberger, but gets over the heads and out of bounds. Turnover, looking to inbound that to Aaron Galladay, who brings it across the timeline. Back to the far side of the Key Gracie Fairbanks. Gracie Fairbanks sends it back out, picks it up and hands it out to Addison Hancock. Stolen by Mustangs. Gets it back and sends it to the near side to take care of Eddie. Eddie back over to Galladay. Sends it to the near side to take care of Eddie. Eddie back over to Galladay. Galladay sends it to the top of the key. Segrin looking to set up the play. Emerson back over to Galladay. Galladay looking back over to Emerson. 3-point shot bounces out and rebound out to Segrin. Segrin tries to send it, but sends it over the far side. Getting it inside with a dribble and up, and it is good. That is Segrin with the layup. Full court press again by the Warriors. And stepping in and stealing it with a layup, that is Eddie for the Warriors. 2 more points there. And that is the timeout right now. So the Warriors are leading.
On Thursday at Boys Town, there'll be a girls and boys doubleheader. Girls tip off at 5:45. Boys tip off approximately 7.
So the Warriors are leading in the second period, 9-0 over the Mustangs. This is a Jubilee game, and so a lot of things being worked out, kind of an exhibition game that they do preseason. I want to say thank you to sponsors at Concordia Omaha that have brought a lot of different things in, including the new scoreboard that is going in. So they are, if you want to be a part of any of the broadcasts, whether it's with the Wahoo Warriors, DC West, Omaha, Concordia Omaha, Blair, I'll say thank you on BSDN Live. You can go to bsdnlive.com and click on your favorite team to be able to go ahead and watch. Now coming out of the timeout, gets inbounded to Grace Samuelson. Samuelson sends it forward but is stolen by the Warriors. Warriors on the far side. Trying to get it in underneath and back out to the far side. 3-point shot, and it's in and out, and another jump ball. But that one goes over to Concordia. So the Mustangs with the jump ball. Elena Ellis tries to send it, goes to the far side to Eliza Sechrist. Sechrist looking to be able to find somebody. Back over to Ellis. Ellis looking for help, trying to come in and is... And they ran out of time to get it across the center point. So that gets turned over to the Warriors. Warriors have been doing a good job of keeping that press going. Inbound to the top of the key, back around to the far side. The Warriors, Gracie Fairbanks, looking to bring it in, picks it up, sends it back over to Wesley. Wesley to the near side, gets tapped out of bounds by Seacrest for Mustangs, so another, it still is the Warrior ball. Fairbanks looking to inbound it for the Warriors. Galladay back in for the Warriors. Galladay receives the rock at the top of the key, sends it back over to Fairbanks. Fairbanks sends it in underneath, back over to the far side, and a 3-point shot bounces out from Hancock. Hancock retrieves it. Then a 3-point shot on the far side by Wesley. Mustangs retrieve the ball. trying to find a way to be able to get it across. They're able to get it forward, and that gets all the way in, but stolen by Wesley, but with a travel. Turnover back over to the Mustangs underneath their offensive hoop. Beck for the Mustangs, looking to inbound it underneath the hoop. Looking to connect and sends it all the way to the top of the key. Back over to the near side and back to the top of the key. Hughes tries to send it over and out of bounds off of a Warrior. So the Mustangs maintain possession. Beck looking to inbound again. Warriors doing a good job. Mustangs send it to the far side and trying to send it up, but blocked. So Hughes not able to get that shot off. Mustangs, the Warriors on the top of the key with Hancock come to the near side. Underneath the basket, an attempt to shoot. That was Segrin looking to shoot, but got fouled by a Mustang, so she gets to go in for 2 free throws. First one is up, and it is good. So for the Mustangs, Spurgeon comes in, replaces Ellis. Here comes the second free throw attempt for Segrin. It's in and out and goes out of bounds, and they say it's off of a Mustang, so Warriors maintain possession. Stepping out, Galladay steps out to inbound the ball. Sends it to the far side. Hands off to Galladay. Galladay coming into the top of the key. Sends it back over to Hancock. Hancock on the far side. Picks up the ball. Sends it back out. All the way across to Segrin. Underneath it is Madner who makes the shot attempt. And able to get 2 points. Mustangs looking to be able to get it. But full court press by the Warriors. Sends it all the way across and throws out of bounds. Turnover to the Warriors. Warriors send Karen Eddy out to inbound. Back to Galladay. Galladay back to Eddy. Eddy goes to the top of the key, back to Galladay. Galladay to the far side, sets up the block. To the top of the key, Eddy comes out, Galladay, and goes inside to Segrin. Segrin back out to Emerson. Emerson with a 3-point shot attempt and sinks that one. Mustang sending it forward, gets it in and crosses the line. Back out to the top of the key, all the way across, wide open, and not able to get it in, but able to get it in underneath there. And sends it underneath to Spurgeon, who gets a layup and a foul. So first 2 points of the period. And able to try to add a point to that. So that's Spurgeon underneath on the free throw line. So both teams now with 1 foul. Free throws up, and it is bounces out and rebound by the Warriors. Warriors to the near side. Brings it over. Hancock shot with 3 in and out. Rebound by the Mustangs. Mustangs sends it all the way forward and underneath the hoop without anybody there, but Lichtenberger was able to try to get in there, but we saw Galladay come in and take it out of bounds. Mustangs send it in underneath the basket and back out to the 3-point line with a shot. Goes a little bit too long. That was Lichtenberger. Warriors trying to get it in, but Spurgeon was able to try to get it, but recovered by Lichtenberger and went in. So now the Warriors at the top of the key. And that wraps up that second period. So Warriors win that period 15-4. And now let's see if what they do. If I understand it correctly, then they're going to take a little break here. And then instead of playing a period or 2 periods, they're going to play a full half. So we're going to go ahead and just let things go. We'll be back and have more Jubilee basketball with you right here on BSDN Live. Welcome to Concordia, Omaha, and well, it's a different setup tonight. Just briefly, as we kind of working through some bugs, transitioning a lot of different things, and a new website, bsdnlive.com. You can click on. Tonight, it's going to be on the Warriors. We're recording this, and we'll also transfer it so you can see it on Concordia Mustangs YouTube channel as well. We'll go ahead and get everything worked out as we continue on, though. Thank you for joining me. It is also kind of doing this today by myself as Will Perkins, who is part of the team, likes to come in and he covers the Mustangs for us. And, well, he has some finals and some stuff to be able to get ready for tomorrow. So we thought, grades are more important than being here tonight. At least, some people think that way anyway. So we'll go with that. So thank you, everybody, for being a part of the broadcast. So again, with a lot of different schools that we cover being in this district, you can certainly go to bsdnlive.com, be able to click on multiple schools and be able to see the games all over the place. Continuing to grow in that way. We have less than 18 seconds, and we're going to see how this second half goes, whether it is just two periods.
For the second half, as you see, we reset the score at team fouls once again, and we will continue on in the fourth quarter, so we will now reset score and team fouls.
Okay, so they're going to do two more quarters instead of half. So starting off with, it's going to be a Warrior ball. So Warriors possession starts off, sends it out to Galladay, getting across to the far side to the near side, trying to wrap it around. Galladay at the top of the key. Back underneath to Fairbanks. Fairbanks sends it in to Segren, who sends it up and is able to get 2 points. Mustangs with a good attack, gets across the center line and underneath to Samuelson, sends it back out to Hughes. Hughes to the near side to Beck. Underneath, back over to Spurgeon. Spurgeon back out to Lichtenberger, who drives in and is not able to get it in, but gets fouled. So Ava Lichtenberger able to go to the free throw line for 2 attempts. First attempt is on its way and is good. Waiting for the second of 2 shots for Lichtenberger. It's up and bounces out and rebounded by the Warriors. Warriors send it over to the far side. Full court press by the Mustangs. Warriors send it over, finally able to get it across the timeline. Underneath the hoop. The shot is up, but rebound by the Mustangs. The Mustangs get it across to the timeline. On the far side to Beck. Beck gets it underneath to Samuelson. Samuelson tries to the top of the key. Gets it out to Hughes. Hughes to the near side for Beck. Drives it underneath. And trying to get in. Lichtenberger tries to go up and gets fouled underneath the hoop. And gets another attempt. Lichtenberger with 2 shots. First free throw is up and good. Ties it up. 2-2. 6:39 left in the third period. Lichtenberger just getting settled, ready for the second shot. And that one is up and good. Lichtenberger in, and Mustangs take the lead with a really good line up. We saw Hancock send it out And with the Warriors able to get it up. But turn it over, and with a layup, that was Wesley with the second one. Mustangs getting forward to Samuelson. Samuelson sends it up. Full court press by the Mustangs. Galladay gets it across the timeline. Back out to the top of the key for Galladay. Sends it over to Segren. Segren drives in, sends it all the way across. Now Fairbanks at the top of the key. Picks it up. Hands it off to Hancock, but battle for the ball picked up by Ellis, but sends it back over, and the Warriors take control again. Screen by the Warriors, a three-point shot missed by Wesley. Rebound by Spurgeon, sends it forward to Samuelson. Samuelson loses control and goes out of bounds off of Galladay. Mustangs maintain possession of the ball. 5-6 is the score, with 5:07 left in the third period. Sends it across the timeline and getting it across there. Hughes gets it to Beck. Beck picks it up, sends it out to Sir. Back over to Hughes. Hughes sends it underneath, and Beck tries to go for two, but gets fouled, and now it goes to the line. That's a third team foul for the Warriors. First attempt is up and good. Ties it up at 6, waiting for the second and 2 shots. Beck sends it up and bounces back out and rebounded by the Mustangs, but taken over. Battle for the ball at the center court. Had to think a second, but gives the possession over to the Warriors. Warriors send it across. Galladay gets it to the top of the key, sends it to the far side. Coming back around comes over to Segren. Segren tries to send it in underneath and not able to connect with Madler. Turnover to the Mustangs. Beck sends it in to Ellis. Ellis tries to get it in, but a hand gets in by the Warriors. Rebounded by Ellis. Ellis sends it forward and too far. Warriors send it to the far side, driving underneath and not able to get underneath it, but forward. Rebound by Sir. Sends it back to Hughes. Hughes back over underneath and loses control. And the Warriors get control and send it out to Galladay. Galladay works to cross the timeline to the near side. Emerson goes across and gets fouled. It goes out of bounds. So first team foul for the Mustangs. So the Warriors get to inbound it. Wesley for the Warriors looks to send it in. Sends it all the way out over the head, but picked up by Fairbanks. Fairbanks in trouble and goes out of bounds off of a Mustang. Warriors maintain possession. We're tied at 6 in the third period. Now each period they've reset the clock and reset everything. Top of the key for the Warriors as Fairbanks drives to the far side, gets it out and back to Fairbanks. Fairbanks looking to send it out to Modner. And then over to Hancock, who tries three, but does not able to connect. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Mustangs to come to the near side. Hughes sends it forward to Ellis. Ellis
Out of bounds, and Mustangs retain possession.
Warrior gets a hand on it and goes out of bounds, maintains possession for the Mustangs. Ellis looking to inbound it.
In for the Warriors, number 10, Garrison Seager.
Segrin comes in for the Warriors, and Galladay comes in for the Warriors as well. Mustangs looking to inbound it. Get it in and try to get underneath. And going up, Spurgeon looks to go in, but sends it back out to Ellis, who's not able to get it in. Rebounded by the Warriors, and then Hughes knocks it out. So continues to be a Warrior basketball. 3:04 left in the third period. Warriors send it in to Fairbanks. Fairbanks back over to Segrin. Segrin goes across, gets across the timeline, and sends it all the way into Hancock. Hancock sends it out to the far side. And a three-pointer up goes, is bounced out, and rebounded by the Warriors. Send it to Hancock to the near side. Fairbanks has it, tries to send it underneath, gets it into Segrin, and then as she goes up, gets fouled by Sir. So second team foul, and that sends Segrin to the line. First shot comes up, and that bounces out. Still tied at 6, 2:40 left in the third period. Segrin with the second attempt. It's up, and it is good. So the Warriors look ahead by 1. Mustangs looking to get through, but full court press. Sends to the near side. Ellis tries to send it out to Seacrest, but overshots out of bounds and turns over to the Warriors. Segrin looking to inbound, sends it out to Galladay. Galladay gets across the timeline. Sends it up again to Eddie. And then Wesley picks it up, tries to send it over to Segrin, but sends it out of bounds. Turns over to the Mustangs. Mustangs send back out to inbound it. Beck gets it to Seacrest. Seacrest gets it across the timeline to the near side. Spurgeon tries to maintain possession of the ball, but gets fouled by a Warrior.
Fouls charged to the Warriors, number 13, Carnegie, has 15.
Team foul for the Warriors, and Mustangs look to send it in. Beck is out of bounds, looking to inbound it. And then they send in Merdner to replace Fairbanks. Inbound for the Mustangs, gets it underneath. The Warriors keep their hands up, and Galladay with a drive. And it is blocked as she tries to do a layup, but is blocked by Mustangs out of bounds. Warriors maintain possession. 6-7, the Warriors ahead with 1:55 left in the third period.
And she replaces a Stewart.
Galladay sends it out to, tries to get it underneath.
Out of bounds, Warriors retain possession.
Emerson tries to get it underneath, and pass gets knocked out of bounds by the Mustangs. Warriors maintain possession. Inbound. Comes back around to the top of the key. Madner to the top of the Segrin. Back over to a three-point attempt by Galladay. Rebounded by the Mustangs. And now we have a foul as Emerson tries to go in.
Foul starts with Mustang number 25, Karis Hughes. That's third
So
team foul on Mustang.
maintains Warrior
Warriors number 0 and
possession, minute 34.
number 1, Grace Fairbanks.
Sends back out to the top of the key. Fairbanks over to Hancock with a three-point attempt. Bounces out. Rebounded by Galladay. Galladay gets it underneath to Segren. Over to Hancock. Back over to Fairbanks. Fairbanks looking to take the three shot. Picks it up, dribbles in with a drive. Sends it back out to Segren. Segren to the top of the key. Fairbanks. Fairbanks running to the near side to Hancock. Hancock gets blocked out and back to Fairbanks. Fairbanks with a long three, and that is good.
Three-point basket, Grace Fairbanks.
Hughes sends it forward to Seacrest. Seacrest drives across, picked up by Spurgeon. Spurgeon back out to Beck. Beck dribbles across the top of the key to the far side. Underneath, trying to drive in, and Hughes takes the attempt and gets fouled as she takes the shot. So that is a 2-point attempt for Jairus Hughes with 2 shots attempt. The first one is on its way, and that is in and good. 7-10. We have one more shot. Hughes' second attempt is up, and it is good. Warriors come to the near side and ends up going out of bounds, and turnover to the Mustangs. Beck looking to inbound. All the way underneath the hoop to Spurgeon. Spurgeon attempts to go in, but gets stripped by the Warriors. Back out over, the Mustangs take over and send it forward to Spurgeon, but Spurgeon is called for traveling. Turnover back over to the Warriors. Segren for the Warriors sends it to the far side. Fairbanks gets it across the timeline, drives in, and sends it over to Hancock. Hancock back to the top of the key with Segren. Segren picks it up over to the near side. And with a three-point attempt, that's Emerson. Bounces out, but rebound by the Warriors. Warriors send it over to Hancock with a three-point attempt. And that one is in and good. And that was in time, and so that adds 3. So third period wraps up 13-8. The Warriors take that. So we will, let's see if they do that again, I believe. So every period during this, they have reset the clock. They have reset the score. But I've not seen that happen yet so far, so it is the Jubilee game between the Concordia Omaha Mustangs and Wahoo Warriors. Varsity girls playing now. The boys will be coming up here in a little bit. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this as we're putting everything together for both teams.
All right, for the fourth quarter, we will not reset the score.
So we're not resetting the score, but it is going to be Mustang possession starting off the fourth period.
The other team goes into the bonus situation. Mustangs will have possession in the fourth quarter.
So they are playing it as a half. So getting across the timeline is Domsch. Sends it out to Ellis. Ellis drives in, sends it in, and is able to get the foul. So that is the 6th team foul for the Warriors.
And foul starts to the Warriors number 13,
Mustangs send it in, goes all the way out, and chasing after that is Hanks. Hanks sends it over to Seacrest. Seacrest tries to send it in, but stepping in front of it is Hayek for the Warriors. Hayek sends it back out to Eddie. Back out to Eddie at the top of the key. Loses control and picked up by Hayek. Back over to the near side. Tapped by Mustangs. Trying to send and goes out of bounds off of the Warriors. Turnover to the Mustangs.
Possession goes to the Mustangs.
Ellis looking to inbound. Sends it forward to Seacrest. Seacrest gets across the timeline. Driving in, passes across to Matthew, but a little bit too high and up too far out of bounds. Turnover to the Warriors. Eddie for the Warriors looking to inbound. Forward to Wesley. Wesley sends it to the far side and a three-point attempt. In and out by Hansen. Another attempt by Hansen, in and out. And then his jump ball. Called jump ball.
Warriors retain possession.
Sorry, I was trying to do multiple things here at the same time. Warriors maintain possession. Sends it out to the top of the key. Take a three-point shot, and that is Hayek taking that three-pointer and able to sink it. The Mustangs get it across the center point line. Over to Seacrest. Seacrest drives in with the attempt, but gets fouled. Doesn't get the points, but able to get the more attempts of free throws coming up. So 2 free throw attempts. Seacrest with the first attempt is up, and that is good. 9-16, one more attempt for Seacrest. Shot is up, and that one is also good. Warriors looking to inbound, sends it over, and getting a hand on, sending it out of bounds. Matthews trying to take it over, but the Warriors able to maintain possession. Maldner sends it in, gets it all the way across, and able to have a 2-on-1. Gets up, and the Warriors, Maldner, are able to be underneath the basket and make that 2 points. Getting across the center point line, and off of a Warrior goes out of bounds. Mustangs maintain possession. 6:12 left in the fourth period. Warriors lead 18-10 in the second half. Mustangs inbound, but it goes back out of bounds off of a Warrior. So another inbound attempt coming. Sir, Adeline Sir stepping in for the Mustangs. Inbounding it underneath and then stepping back at the three-point, but driving in and getting the 2 points. Hanks is able to bring that in. Warriors bring it across the timeline and lose control, then is fouled by Ellis. Warriors inbounded, but right at the line, and then Emerson stepping back across the line. Comes a Mustang ball. Hanks gets it across the timeline, sends it all the way in, but the Warriors able to get their hands on the ball and sends it across to the far side. To the top of the key, picking it up is Emerson to the near side. Hollowell gets it underneath to Kenning. Kenning to the top of the key. Picks up the ball. Gets it back out to Maldner. Maldner hands it off to Greg. Greg tries to attempt but is not able to go in. A rebound by the Mustangs. Mustangs come across and driving in is Hanks. Attempt goes up and a rebound by the Warriors. Warriors send it forward. 3-on-2. Not able to take advantage of that at the moment, but coming back out and Matthew, actually I'm sorry, that is Maldner with the attempt up, but gets fouled. So Mustangs get fouled on the shot, so Maldner is able to take 2 attempts. First one's up, and that one is good. 19-12. Warriors leading with 4:54 left in the game. Second shot is up, and that is also good. 20-12. Mustangs get across the timeline. Dorsch sends it to the near side to Hanks. Hanks drives in, tries to do a layup, but gets into the hands of Emerson, I believe, who travels, and then Mustangs able to get possession of the ball again. Ellis looking to inbound. Actually, no, she gets traded out, and coming in is Sir. Sir looking to inbound, sends it across to Seacrest. Seacrest turns around, tries to send it up, but rebounded by the Warriors. Warriors looking to be able to get it across, and gets it all the way across and underneath the timeline, and not able to get it in the first time, but able to go after Ellis. Is able to do that. Mustangs to the near side of the key. Drives in, loses control. Greg able to get her hands in it, but it becomes a jump ball. Mustangs get the possession as the arrow is their way. Sir looking to inbound it. Sends it over to Hanks. Hanks sending out to the top of the key, back over to Sir. Sir gets it to the near side, tries to send it underneath. Matthew at the top of the key, back over to Sir. Looking for help, back out to Hanks. Hanks drives across with a layup and able to get it in. Now the Warriors looking to get across the timeline. Lose control, and with a breakaway and a free throw up, that is Seacrest for the Mustangs. Warriors turn it back over to the Mustangs, and the Mustangs offensive side. Ellis is coming in, and Damas going out for the Mustangs. Comes back underneath the basket to Matthews. Matthews tries to get it over to Sir, but not able to do anything with it. Warriors lose control and send it back out, and it goes out of bounds off of the Mustangs. Back over to the Warriors. Hayek looking to inbound for the Warriors. Maldaner in for the Warriors. Inbound and in through traffic. The Warriors able to get it up, and now we have a pushing foul off of the Mustangs. So Warriors maintain possession 16-22 with 2:57 left in the game. Warriors send it to the top of the key. Hollowell over to the near side to Maldner. Maldner battling for possession. Here comes a jump ball and maintains possession for the Warriors.
Warriors have possession.
Hayek for the Warriors coming out to inbound.
And for Mustang number 2,
Domsch coming in for the Mustangs, replacing Hanks.
for the Warriors number 25, Claire Emerson.
Hughes, actually, Claire Emerson coming in for the Warriors, replacing Hayek. Actually, Hayek is here, so sends it in, picked up by Emerson. Emerson gets it underneath to Hayek. Hayek on the three-point line, gets it underneath to Greg. Greg makes an attempt, but not able to get it in. Rebound by Sir for the Mustangs, and then fouled by the Warriors. 2:36 left in the game. Sir looking inbound. Inbounds it over to Ellis. Ellis sends it forward to Seacrest. Seacrest to the near side, gets it underneath, but the pass gets lost and a breakaway. But getting behind it and sending it out of bounds. The Mustangs turn it over to the Warriors. Warriors send it to the near side. Losing control and another jump ball. That possession goes over to the Mustangs. We're going to take a quick timeout. So here we have the Jubilee game. It is Wahoo Warriors coming to visit Concordia Omaha Mustangs. And we are completing the varsity girls teams. And the first half, they reset the scores. And then the second half, so the score that we see, the 16-22, is just second half so far. There's 2 minutes and 16 seconds left in the second half. We're just getting kind of in the groove as this is preseason ball right now. Coming up shortly after this will be the boys varsity team facing off against each other. Mustangs have possession. Warriors have the lead. 2 minutes and 16 seconds left of the game. Mustangs send it out, trying to work their way across the timeline. Full court press by the Warriors. Gets it across and hands it in. Drives in. Ellis is able to drive in, but not able to get it in. Rebound by the Warriors. Greg is in there and gets fouled by the Mustangs.
That's 14 foul on Mustangs.
Fourth team foul by the Mustangs. Maldener, is looking to inbound it. Knocked out by the Mustangs. The second attempt comes in. Emerson able to get it across the timeline, and with a three-point shot, that is Hansen. Now Mustangs getting across the timeline. Looking for help, sends it over to Ellis. Ellis looking to drive in, gets it up and rebounds, but on the ground. Trying not to. So now finally with half the team basically on the ground. It becomes a jump ball. Possession arrow over to the Warriors. Warriors has Hayek looking to inbound. Matthew gets a hand on it for the Mustangs, sends it back out. Possession continues to be the Warriors. Warriors send it in. And is able to get it across the timeline and picking it up. Maldner looks for help and gets it over to Greg. Greg sends it back out with a shot attempt, and with a rebound, Kenning is able to get it up and get 2 points. Mustangs get it across the timeline. Attempt goes up, and that is good. Hanks with 2 points. Coming across, goes out of bounds off of the Warriors.
Out of bounds, Warriors will have possession.
Maintains possession for the Warriors. Heck for the Warriors, looking to inbound, gets it underneath, and is able to have Hallwell send it in. Hallwell into Greg. Greg drives in, loses control, and on it, and we have another. Do we have another jump ball? Yes, we do. Possession arrow goes over to the Mustangs. 39.9 seconds left of the varsity girls Jubilee exhibition game. Mustangs looking to send it forward. They get it all the way up to Domish. And then underneath to Matthew, who is able to take a shot and get 2. Goes out of bounds off of the Warriors, and now we have a Mustang ball. Ellis for the Mustangs sends it all the way across to Domish. Domish to the near side. Top of the key, gets underneath to Ellis. Ellis not able to get it in, and it sends it out of bounds. Possession goes over to the Warriors. Heck, looking to inbound. Sends it across. Greg attempts, goes up, but it goes out of bounds off of Greg's hands. Mustangs control. Mustangs with a shot at tapped at the buzzer, but that is it.
That's the end of the girls' game. 27-20.
So the second half, the Warriors win 27-20 over Concordia. We're going to take a little break. And then we have the boys varsity game coming up in just a little bit on BSDN Live. You can watch it on Omaha Concordia YouTube as well as Saunders County online. Welcome to Concordia Omaha as they are hosting the Jubilee game between the Wahoo Warriors and the Mustangs right here. And you can watch it on bsdnlive.com. I'm Kelly Johnson, and we don't have the full team here today because it is a Jubilee game. More of a preseason exhibition game, but you can definitely tell some things as we get into the season. So the Concordia Mustangs wrapping up a really good year last year. The Warriors also did a pretty good job of last year, so we'll be able to bring you a lot of the action.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Concordia Junior Senior High School to the second half of tonight's varsity basketball preseason jamboree. Once again, we want to welcome our guests tonight, the Warriors of Wahoo. Congratulations to Wahoo on winning the state championship C1 in football. Tonight's jamboree contest is being played in support of the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame Foundation with approval of the Nebraska Schools Activities Association. The Hall of Fame has adopted the motto of honoring the past to inspire the future. Created in 1994, the Hall of Fame has inducted over 611 athletes, coaches, athletic directors, and contributors who have played major roles in the legacy of Nebraska high school sports. Admission from tonight's game will go directly to support the continued growth and expansion of the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame Exhibit Hall is located in the Nebraska School Activities Association building in Lincoln and is open for visitation. We thank you all for your support tonight. As is the custom at all Concordia home events, we will begin with opening prayer and then introduce the starting lineups for both teams. So everyone please rise. Heavenly Father, we thank you for welcoming us to this event and ask for your blessing on this new season and this game tonight, high school basketball. We give thanks to the many who make it possible, take our coaches, administrators, and staff, allow us to be here and celebrate high school sports and the power of education. May your spirit, oh God, I guide these players and help them play to the best of their ability, remembering that this is a special gift given to them to play this game, learn valuable lessons of discipline and teamwork, and build friendships and memories that will remain with them forever. As we await the coming of our Lord and Savior this season, we ask that you watch over us and surround our community and families with joy and peace. In the Lord's name we pray. All right now, are you ready for some hoops? Let's meet starting lineups for tonight's game. First for the Wahoo Warriors. A 5'10" junior, number 2, Kip Brigham. 6'5" junior, number 5, Cody Hesser. The 6'5" senior, number 11, Dylan Simons. 5'10" junior, number 13, Jason Kaminsky. And a 6'4" junior, number 23, Eli Shada. Warriors are coached by Kevin Sheep and assisted by Mike Bomar. And now, Navy and White, this will be starting lineup for your Concordia Mustangs. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 3, Owen Evanroth. At guard, 6' junior, number 4, Drew Koulis. At guard, 6'4" senior, number 11, Jeff Fresher. At guard, a 6'3" senior, number 12, Jackson Shepard. And for the 6'5" junior, number 20, Elliot McCaffrey. And Mustangs once again coached by Ken Lewis, assisted by Caleb Lulinger, Jamie head coach Chris Barnes.
All right, the opening prayer, and we have the starting lineups. Now it's ready to be able to get some basketball going. We've been waiting for this all year long. Back into the season of basketball.
Kevin Kennedy, Alex Phillips, Connor Heisey. Jumping center for the Warriors will be number 5. Cody Hesser for the Mustangs.
Warriors take the opening possession as they continue on here. Send it to the far side, all the way to the top of the queue, and then up to the near side. We see Brigham. It goes underneath, sends it to the far side. Turnover to the Mustangs. Mustangs take control. Back over to the near side, sending it out to Shepard. Shepard over to Koulis. And goes out of bounds off of the Warriors. Looks like Kaminsky, Jace Kaminsky had sent that out. Koulis bringing it back across the line, sends it in to the top of the key. That's Thrasher. Thrasher to the near side, a three-point attempt by McCaffrey. Not able to go in, and rebound by the Warriors. The Warriors send it in underneath. Brigham brings it all the way back around. Then another attempt goes in and rebounded by Koulis. Koulis brings across the line and sends in underneath. And tangled up out of bounds off of Thrasher. Turnover to the Warriors. 6:53 left in the first period. No score so far. Warriors on the attack, get across the timeline. Send it to the far side. Up to the top of the key. Back over to the far side as we see Kaminsky. Sends it to the near side. Back underneath to Shada. Shada to the top of the key as Hesser sends it over to Brigham. Brigham back out to Simons. Simons looking to drive in and goes up, but gets fouled as he tries to pass it over. Possession. That's the first team foul against the Mustangs. I think Jace Kaminsky out there to send it in. Tries to get it underneath to Simons. Simons back out to Hesser. Hesser, Simons underneath to Kaminsky. Kaminsky back out to Simons. Simons driving in. Sends it underneath. A turnover with a breakaway for the Mustangs. Sent it over to the near side. Overshot and back up to Simons for the Warriors, and that one goes out off of the Mustangs. Possession stays with the Warriors. Jace Kaminsky looking to inbound for the Warriors. Sends it in to Brigham. Brigham to Simons, over to Kaminsky on the far side. Back over to Brigham at the top of the key. Setting it up, Kaminsky. Back over to Shada. Shada hands off to Brigham. Brigham looking to drive in, rolls around and gets it in underneath. Hands it in to Hesser, who goes up for two. Mustangs send it to the far side with a three-point look. It bounces out, but rebound by Shepard. Another three-point attempt, but bounces back out. Back to the top of the key. Koulis sends it to the near side. McCaffrey tries to pass it in, but gets knocked out by a Warrior. Mustangs maintain possession. Shepard looking to send it in. Gets tapped in to Simons with a breakaway. With a layup attempt, but gets foul going in. And so it looks like we should have 2 points. A two-point free throw attempt here for Simons. First attempt on the way. And it goes down. That is good. Glock checking in, and Christian's checking in for the Warriors. Second attempt is good. Warriors double up. Now they're 4-0 lead. 5:05 left in the first period. Mustangs looking to do something as they are in the near side. Thrasher looking for help. Gets it over to Abernoth. Back over to Thrasher. Thrasher drives in underneath. Fade back, but not able to get it in. Sends back out to McCaffrey with a three-point attempt. Rebounded by Thrasher. Thrasher driving in. Gets stripped, but is fouled. Simons with the foul. Possession stays with the Mustangs. Looks like Shepard's out to inbound for the Mustangs. Cole Cheatham in, as well as Herman. Inbound goes underneath to Thrasher, who goes up for two, gets it, and gets fouled, so has a chance at three. Thrasher with the point after attempt. Up, and it is good. Warriors ahead 4-3. 4:34 left in the first period. Simons with the ball across the timeline. Sends it to the near side. Back over to Kaminsky. All right. And underneath. Looking for help. It gets back underneath to Frey. Glock takes the three-point attempt, but gets rebounded by Cheatham for the Mustangs, but loses control. And Jace Kaminsky gets control for the Warriors, but gets fouled and now inbound on the far side. So third team foul for the Mustangs. 4:06 left in the first period. Christian gets it across the timeline to the Simons. Simons sends it to the near side of Frey. Frey to Rabe. Rabe all the way over to Simons. Takes a three-point attempt. Bounces out. Rebound by Frey. Another three-point shot by Christian. Comes out. And Frey rebounds on the outside. Simon tries to go in, go up, and gets fouled as he tries to go up. So possession stays with the Warriors. 3-4. The Warriors lead. 3:40 left. Inbounds over to Rabe. Back to the top. Simons gets it underneath. Stepping in, Rabe attempts but gets fouled.
Foul starts with Mustang number 20, Elliot McCaffrey. That's 15 foul on the Mustangs. Ready for the Warriors. Second 2 shots. Checking in for the Mustangs.
Rabe's first three-throw attempt is in and good. 5-3. Next one is up and is good. Half-court press by the Warriors. Goes to the near side. Gets underneath to Herman. Herman tries to drive in, sends it to the far side with a three-point attempt, but gets knocked out. Tapped around and rebound by the Mustangs. Sends it to the top of the key. Coates sends it back over to Cheatham. Herman on the far side to the top of the key. We see Clarkson gets it down to Cheatham. Cheatham drives it in, then sends it back out. But Goetz takes it in and ends up being a jump ball. And the arrow is on the Concordia side.
Jump ball.
3-6 is the score. 2:52 left in the first period. Mustangs possession, sends it underneath, and getting able to control the Warriors with a good attempt and breakaway, but not able to take advantage of it. Turns back over to the Mustangs. The Mustangs on the way to the attack. Top of the key, sends to the near side. Goes looking for help, sends it back out to the top of the key for Sunday. Herman takes a three-point shot and comes in, goes out, and there's a push-off. And so that turns over to the Warriors.
Foul starts with Mustang number 24, Blake Sunday.
Oh, no, that's actually,
Warriors are now in bonus.
that is actually, as they are in the bonus, that is
With 2 shots.
Glock able to take 2 attempts. First one is up and no good.
Checking in for the Warriors will be
Simons checking in for
Kate Kristen.
Christian for the Warriors. Glock's second attempt on the way, and that is up and good. Mustangs get it across the timeline. Send to the far side. Pass to the top of the key. Clarkson hands it over to Cheatham. Cheatham back up to top of the line. Sune tries to do a 2-pointer, but is short and goes out of bounds. Turnover to the Warriors. Inbound to Simons. Simons gets across the timeline, sends to the near side. Glock sends it right underneath over to the far side. Back to Simons. Simons looking to send it back up to Hesser. Hesser back around, all the way around to the near side. Goes to Rabe. And then Glock with a 3-point attempt. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Abergroth able to get it across the timeline. Send it underneath and loses control of the hands and turnover to the Warriors. And with a foul there, it's another attempt. And going to the line is Glock again. Landon Glock is
Warriors, Landon Glock with 2 shots.
2 shots attempt coming in. First free throw is up and is good. Minute 17 left in the first period. Warriors extend the lead by 5, 8-3. Glock with another attempt. It's up, and that is also good.
For the Warriors, number 2, Kip Brigham, number 13, Jace Kavitsky. Also in number 23, Eli Shada.
Mustangs get it across the timeline. Come to the near side, rolls in, sends it over, but Warriors get their hand on it. Send it forward, Simons. Pulls up and tries to drive underneath with alley-oop and in for 2 points. Mustangs looking to get back on point. Sends it back over to Cheatham. Underneath, then back out to Sune. Far side Herman looking to set up the offense. Underneath to Cheatham. Comes in and loses the ball over to the Warriors. Warriors send it over Kaminsky at the 3-point line. Send it back out to the top of the key, Simons. Simons with looking to drive in. With at the free throw line, drops 2 in. And that is the first period, the Warriors lead 13-3 over the Concordia Omaha Mustangs. Well, that wraps up the first period. We'll come back with the second period in just a moment right here on bsdnlive.com. Well, we're getting ready for the second period. Warriors lead 13-3. Warriors with control. Top of the key sends to the far side. Jace Kaminsky dribbling around to the top of the key, sends it underneath to Brigham. Brigham sends it out, but loses control and then comes back out. Able to retrieve it is Christian. Sends it to the near side. Jace Kaminsky picks up the ball, sends it back over to Hesser. Hesser looking to drive in, back to Kaminsky. Kaminsky with a fadeaway, not able to make it in, and the Mustangs able to take control. Koulis, top of the key for the Mustangs. Sends it to the far side. Abernroth sends it underneath, and waiting for it is McCaffrey, but not able to get it in, but able to rebound, send it up again. The third rebound, and gets all the way through everybody's fingers and up to Chase Kaminsky for a breakaway layup. The Warriors able to take control, but stripped it out, and the Mustangs come in but lose control out of bounds. It's out of bounds off of the Warriors. So Mustangs maintain position and control. 13-3, 6:48 in the first half. Sends it out to Thrasher. Thrasher to the far side with a three-point attempt. That's Shepard. Rebounded by Hesser. Hesser sends it forward. Kaminsky comes in, drives in. Not able to do it, get it in, and rebounded by the Mustangs. Mustangs now on the far side. Koulis sends it over to Shepard. Shepard drives in, tries to put one up. Not able to get it in. Rebound by the Warriors. Warriors send it to the near side. Brigham drives in. Loses control. Picked up by the Mustangs. Shepard getting across the timeline for the Mustangs. Comes over to Aberdroth. Aberdroth back to Koulis. Koulis over to Shepard. Shepard drives it back out to McCaffrey. Underneath to Koulis. Koulis driving in and spins. Not able to do it, not to be able to connect, and turns over to the Warriors. The Warriors send it to the near side. Gets underneath to Brigham. Brigham sends to the far side to Kaminsky. Bounces out. Rebound by the Mustangs. Mustangs driving in. McCaffrey with a drive in gets fouled on the attempt, so is able to go for free throws. It's the first foul, team foul on the Warriors. First attempt is in and out. McCaffrey with another attempt coming. Free throws up, and it is good. Warriors now working to get it across the timeline. Comes across, stolen by McCaffrey. drives in, passes it over, and Kula is able to put the 2 in.
Score for the Mustangs with the assist from Elliot McCaffrey.
Warriors at the top of the key, looking to pick it up and lose control. Sends it over to Jace Kaminsky. Kaminsky back over to Shada. Shada to the near side. Frey back over to Christian, who makes the attempt, but not able to get in. Rebounded by the Warriors. So driving in, McCafferty is not able to get it up, but coming back and rebounding and sending it in, Koulis is able to get it up for 2 and get fouled. So able to go for a free throw, but we're going to take a little timeout here. Again, it's the Jubilee game right here at Omaha Concordia, or Concordia Omaha. It's the Mustangs taking on the Wahoo Warriors. 4:33 left in the first half. Warriors are leading 13-8. We'll take a break and come back with more basketball in just one moment. All right, so took a bit of a beverage break right there, so we're ready for more basketball. Drew Koulis able to go to the free throw line after getting a rebound basket. Trying to cut down the lead from 5 to 4 is up and rebounded. The rebound by Thrasher is up and good. So turn, instead of having 1 point, able to turn that into 2 extra points. Warriors at the top of the key. Send across to the far side. Not able to get the pass across. Mustangs able to get in the way. So Abernoth takes control and passes it over to Shepard. Shepard sends up. And McCafferty with a 3-pointer. Ties it up at 13 with 3:58 left in the first half.
Foul charge to Mustang number 4, Drew Koulis. First team foul.
First team foul, so the Mustangs are charged with a foul. Warriors get it across the timeline. Send to the near side with the attempt. Glock sends it in, rebounded by the Mustangs. The Mustangs sent going forward. Shepard sends it to the near side. Back up to Koulis. Koulis tries to get it back over to Shepard. Shepard driving, sends it all the way across to McCafferty, and then drops it into the corner where Aberdroth tries a shot, but it is rebounded by the Warriors. Warriors get it underneath. Clock comes in and drives in. Bounces out. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Quick attempt, almost lost control of that. Shot goes up, rebound, but it comes out. Rebound by the Warriors. On the far side, all the way come across to the near side, 3-point attempt. Missed. Top of the key comes out to 3, and again, another miss. Bounces out, rebound by the Mustangs. Mustangs send to the far side, trying to get underneath, shoots, sends it across. So Aberdroth tries to send it over to McCafferty, goes out of bounds off of the Mustangs. Warriors take control. Still tied at 13 with 2:38 left in the first half. Jace Kaminsky coming in, as well as Brigham. Brigham coming across the timeline. Sends it across all the way to the corner. Kaminsky brings back out to the top of the key for Shada. Shada comes to the near side. Christian back over. Brigham looking for help. Sends it underneath to Kaminsky, who goes up and in and out. Rebound by the Mustangs. Mustangs send to the near side. Herman sends it to the top of the key where Gringa sends it back out to Cheatham. Cheatham to the near side. Aberdroth goes to the far side. Cheatham with the ball. Drives in, and with three-point attempt by Herman is in and good. Brigham driving to the far side, gets it out to Kaminsky, who goes up. Comes out, and the battle for the ball goes to the Mustangs. Herman and Cheatham.
Fouls charged to the Warriors, number 23, Isaiah. That's the third team foul on the Warriors.
Cheatham with full court press by the Warriors. It's fouled again.
Charged to the Warriors, number 10.
Another foul charge to the Warriors.
14 foul on the Warriors.
So fourth team foul for the Warriors. Cheatham inbounds to Gotez. Drives in to the near side. Cheatham hands off to Gotez. Back out to Groninga and Cheatham. Cheatham picks up the ball, sends it over to Herman. Herman loses control on the ground, sends it back up, and the ball is controlled by Kaminsky and pass over to Brigham with a layup and two. Cheatham loses control, and timeout is being called by Concordia. 16-15, 26 seconds left in the first half as the Concordia Omaha Mustangs leading the way in the first half. Again, it's the Jubilee game as we are looking to be able to start things off here.
Stop by the concession stand and you'll be given a drink courtesy of the Booster Club as a thank you.
So we're coming out of this timeout as the Mustangs have possession. Inbound goes all the way back to Cheatham. Cheatham coming back across the timeline. Drives in, underneath, passes all the way across. Herman tries to come in and gets fouled.
Fouls charged to the Warriors, number 12,
So
Kristen.
Herman with
15 foul on Warriors.
a free throw attempt.
2 shots.
2 shots attempt. First shot is up, and that one's in and out. Still 16-15. 16 seconds left of the first half. Concordia leading. Second free throw is up and good. Warriors on the way. 13 seconds left. Comes around to the near side. Drives underneath. Passes up and sends up and ties it right there. Out of time, and so first half is complete. The game is tied 17-17. What a great way to have a Jubilee game going on. Well, we're going to take the halftime break.
and we will be back with more basketball right here on bsdnlive.com. All right, we are ready to start the second half of basketball right here on BSDNLive.com. Broadcast Sports Digital Network. It is covering several different schools. Go to the website, BSDNLive.com, and you can follow along on whichever school you want to, whether it is Blair, where it all originated, DC West, Wahoo Public, Concordia Omaha, and we even have some Midland University stuff here for you. So, again, that's BSDNLive.com. It's the Jubilee game, as we earlier had the ladies, the Mustangs taking on the Warriors. Now we have the boys' teams taking on each other, and they have gone ahead and reset the scores. Going into the third period, tied at 17 for the first half. So definitely showing
And we'll reset the score for the second half, 2-0.
pretty good reset there. So
We have a starter.
the Mustangs leading off with possession, going to the top of the key. Driving in, but losing control and ending up with a jump ball right there.
Jump ball.
And the possession arrow going over to the Warriors. Brigham sending in to Simons. Simons handing back to Brigham to get across the timeline. Sends to the near side. Kaminsky drives underneath. Back to the top of the key. Kaminsky looking for Simons. Simons on the far side driving in and losing control, but rolls it out over to Hesser. Hesser attempts a shot, gets underneath, and Simons able to rebound and send it back in. Mustangs sending it deep, but not able to get control of it, as Simons able to do that. Passes it back onto the far side. Hesser trying to drive in, gets fouled as he's going in. So that gives him the opportunity for two potential free throws right here.
Foul starts to the Mustangs, number 12, Jackson Shepard. First team foul.
First team foul for the Mustangs.
Hester at the line with 2 shots.
First shot is up and good for Hesser. Waiting for the second attempt. And it's up, and that one is good. Warriors starting off with a strong lead, but the Mustangs were able to come back pretty good. Now, Mustangs top of the key with Shepard. Shepard sends to the far side to McCafferty. McCafferty back over to Aberdroth. Aberdroth bringing to the top of the key for Koulis. Koulis back to McCaffrey. McCaffrey hands off to Koulis. Koulis to the top of the key. Picks up the ball, sends it underneath for Thrasher. Thrasher with a deep three, but is not able to go far enough. Warriors send it across to Simon. Simon stops at the three, looks to shoot, but he pulls back inside of the three-point line, but not able to get that one to sink. Brings out to Concordia. Concordia sends to the far side, picks up the ball to the top of the key. Shepard tries to drive in, gets the ball tipped, and coming up, that's Kaminsky with a layup for 2. The Mustangs get across the timeline. Shepard drives in to McCaffrey. McCaffrey back over to Shepard. Shepard looks at a three, drives in, but comes over to the near side and with a three-point attempt, but in and out. And the battle is on, and it's actually a foul against the Mustangs, so turnover to the Warriors. 6-0, 5:30 left in the third period. Simons with the ball going across the timeline. Sends to the far side. Kaminsky have to chase after it. Back over to the near side. Then Hesser rolling back over. Simons tries to drop it in. Ball gets stolen by the Mustangs. And rebound by the Mustangs. Koulis at the top of the key. Sends it inside to Cheatham. Cheatham underneath pass to Koulis. And tapped out of bounds by the Warriors.
Checking in for the Warriors number 10, number 5, number 15, Ethan Raby.
McCaffrey inbounding over to Koulis. Koulis with a three-point shot, and that one is in and good. Drains that one for 3. Warriors on the way. Top of the key. Gets in underneath. Simons with a three-pointer, and that one is drained for 3. Comes across to Koulis. Koulis sends to the top of the key for Cheatham. Cheatham tries to get underneath. Back over to Koulis. Koulis getting crossed to Cheatham. Cheatham double teamed underneath and stolen by Simons, and going up for a layup is Hesser for 2. Mustangs get across the timeline on the far side with a three-point attempt, in and out, and rebound by the Warriors. A 2-on-2 goes out of bounds off of the Mustangs. 11-3 with 3:35 left in the third period. First half was tied at 17. They reset the scores for the second half on the Jubilee. An underneath pass. Warriors not able to take advantage of it. Turns over to the Mustangs. Mustangs on the attack. Comes over to the near side. Shepard gets the near corner. Hoffman back out to Shepard. Shepard underneath to Herman. Herman drives in and fades back, but not able to get that in. Rebound. Tries to pass out, but stolen by the Warriors. With a jump shot, but misses the mark. And a battle. Kaminsky gets the ball out to Fry. Fry drives underneath to Glock, who goes up 4-2. Cheatham gets across the timeline. Picks up the ball, brings it to the near side. Herman gets it underneath the basket with Thrasher. Thrasher tries to drive in and is able to get 2. Simon gets it across the timeline for the Warriors. Sends it to the near side. Rabe gets all the way across over to Glock. Glock drives in, back out to Christian. Christian takes a shot, gets rebounded by Heineck. Cheatham gets the ball across the timeline for the Mustangs. The far stolen away. Double dribble. Yep, we're gonna have a double dribble call against the Warriors as Landon Fry, the ball got behind him. He tried to kind of stop him, regroup, but not able to keep the ball dribble going. So turnover to the Mustangs. Shepard about to inbound to Cheatham. Oh. Actually, so Shepard is coming out and Gotez comes in. Gotez inbounds to Cheatham. Across the timeline to the far side. Herman back to Sudi. Comes back to Cheatham. Cheatham drives in, and ball bounces back out. Rebound by the Warriors. Warriors on the near side on the attack. Sends it underneath to Shada. Comes back out to Kaminsky. And then the far side, a three-pointer gets sunk. 16-5. Less than a minute to go in the third period. Warriors tap it, go out of bounds. As Herman tries to send it across to Gotez. 52.8 seconds left of the third period. Herman looking to inbound. Sends it out to Gotez. Gotez, top key, wraps around, hands it off to Herman. Herman tries to get it past, but it's stolen by Simons. And then with a layup attempt, Brigham goes up, gets fouled on the way up. No points, but has the potential. Going to the free throw line, that is Kip Brigham, the 5'10 junior. Two shots, 38 seconds left of the third period. First shot goes up and is good. 17-5. Next shot is up, and that is also good. Mustangs get across the timeline on the attack on the far side. Cheatham picks up the ball, tries to pass it, stolen by the Warriors, but stolen back by Sudi. Gets it over to Gotez. Gotez forwards to Cheatham. Cheatham gets it across the timeline. Drives in, into the hands of Sudi. Goes up, not able to get it to drop in. Rebounds, but stripped back. And Kaminsky with a layup attempt and gets it up before the buzzer for 2 more points. So that wraps up 3 periods. Warriors will lead the second half 20-5. They have the fourth period to go. So we'll take a quick break and come back with more basketball. It is the Jamboree time right here on bsdnlive.com. All right, we have the last period of play for the Jamboree. Concordia with control of the ball, gets across the timeline, sets it up to the near side. McCaffrey back over to Cheatham. To the far side is Koulis. Koulis dribbling to the top of the key. Gets it up to Gotez. Gotez picks it up, drives it into Heineck. Heineck drives in, sends it to the far side, and with a three-pointer, McCaffrey was able to get that to drop in. Warriors now onto the far side. Brigham sends it out and gets stolen by Mustangs, and that is McCaffrey with a layup and 2. cuts it down to 10-point lead for the Warriors. Kaminsky works on that dribble there. Sends it back out to Kaminsky. Kaminsky goes across to the top of the key and over to Glock. Turnover to the Mustangs. Coming to the near side to inbound Shepard. Looks like Shepard's going to inbound to Koulis. Koulis is going to drive across the timeline, goes to the far side. Abernoth back to Koulis. Koulis at the top of the key, drives to the far side and passes back over to Heineck, and Heineck coming in and gets fouled. So that puts Heineck with the opportunity to go for 2 free throws. First free throw is up and is no good. Second of 2 shots coming up in a moment. 6:36 left in the game. It's up and bounces out. And rebound by the Warriors. Hancock with the rebound, comes to the near side. Glock drives down and then sends out to Shada. Shada drives in and is able to drive it in for 2. Koulis sends it over to Aberdroth. Underneath to Heineck. Heineck to the near side to Koulis. Koulis drives in, fades back, and is not able to get that to drop in. Rebounded by the Warriors. Warriors send it up to Kaminsky. Kaminsky underneath, picks up the ball, tries to drive it in, sends it to the far side, and draining a three-pointer is Christian. The Mustangs on the near side. Aberdroth sends it over. Now it's sent underneath to Koulis. Koulis takes the attempt, but the Warriors able to rebound. And that is a timeout, looks like, sounds like. So we're going to take a quick timeout as the Warriors get it across the timeline. So we're going to take a quick break ourselves right here on bsdnlive.com. All right, Warriors get to inbound the ball. It's the drives up, driving in by Fry. And up and in and good. 27-10, Warriors ahead. Mustangs to get it across the timeline on the far side. Aberdroth picks up the ball, sends it over to Gotez. Gotez with the three-point attempt. And with the foul, that is off of the Warriors. So possession stays with the Mustangs. 10-27 with 4:53 left in the game. Gotez gets across the timeline. Pass attempt over to Aberdroth, but stepping in the way is Christian for the Warriors. Mustangs send it in. Gotez at the top of the key, picks it up, gets it over to Aberdroth. Back out to Heineck. Heineck back, sends it over. And Aberdroth with a three-point attempt. Comes out, picked up by Heineck. Heineck sends it back out to Aberdroth, top of the key. Over to Groniga. And then Aberdroth on the near side. Gotez drives in, tries to fade out, and bounces out. Taken over by the Warriors. Warriors drive in. Hold up on the outside. Fry sends it all the way across with a three-point attempt. Kristen not able to get that in. Rebounded by the Mustangs, but a great step in front by the Warriors. A big pass up to Fry, and another 2 points for the Warriors. Mustangs get across the timeline, sends it the far side. Aberdroth underneath to Clarkson. Clarkson sends it to the near side. Groninga loses control of the dribble and rolls all the way back and goes out of bounds off of the Warriors. 3:26 left of the game. Second half score, Warriors ahead 29-10. Aberdroth sending in to Gotez. Gotez gets it across the timeline for the Mustangs. Sends it back over, and with a three-point attempt, but not able to connect. Goes out of bounds off of the Mustangs. Warriors with the ball. Raby brings it across the timeline, sends it up. Getting underneath. And with a block, nice block, Mustangs get it out, but the Warriors maintain control. And stealing the ball. There's a foul that goes, I believe, against Simon. 13 foul, 2:55 left of the fourth period. Mustangs get it back across the timeline. Top of the key goes to the far side. Aberdroth sends it to the top of the key. Sude sends it over to Groninga. Back up to Aberdroth. Aberdroth over to Clarkson. Clarkson to Aberdroth. Onto the far side is Gotez. Gotez drives it back. Sends it back to Aberdroth with a long three-point. Bounces out and taken by the Warriors. Warriors send it ahead. Three-point attempt, bounces back out. And Mustangs able to respond. Yeah, across the timeline. Top of the key, sends it over to the near side. Gotez drives across and sends it over to Clarkson. Clarkson back out to Groninga. Aberdroth gets it and sends it back out for a three-point attempt from Clarkson, which is good. Warriors on the move now. Sends to the far side. And bounces off the leg of Glock. Glock retrieves it, picks it up, and gets it over to Hancock. Hancock back over to Simon. Goes all the way back around to the far side to Kelly. Back out to Glock, who has a three-point attempt and good. Minute 16 left of the game. Mustangs on the attack. Top of the key, back around to the near side. Groninga gets it underneath. And it is stolen by the Warriors, and now we'll probably have a jump ball. And that goes over to the Warriors. Warriors with possession. 58 seconds left of the game. Warriors leading the second half, 32-13. Hancock gets it across the timeline. Sent to the near side. Glock drives in, picks up the balls, gets it out to Simon. Simon with a shot. Bounces out, rebounded by the Mustangs. Mustangs working to get it across the timeline. Gotez gets it across, drives it in to Aberdroth. Aberdroth with a three-point, bounces out, picked up by Glock. Glock sends it forward to Simon. Simon picks it up, gets it back out to the top of the key for Hancock. Hancock driving in, Picks up out to Glock. Glock picks up and then hands it back out to Simon. Simon with the attempt. Shot rolls in, rolls out. And rebound by the Mustangs. Mustangs are looking to get across the timeline, and they're able to do that in time. Gets it down to the near corner. And with a last-second shot, Blake Sudi is able to get that last-second shot. And that is the game. So Jubilee is complete right here at Omaha Concordia. Thank you for joining us. We will reload this also onto the Concordia website's channel. But thank you for everybody for being a part of this, and we will see you as the regular season is about to start, and we'll bring you several games. Just follow along. All you have to do is go to bsdnlive.com.